Depression is the leading cause of disability around the world. It contributes greatly to the global burden of disease. Now, according to research, there are some number of factors that causes depression, and this include loneliness and isolation. We could also factor in the issue of continuing difficulty. Today, I'm at the Nungwa Township to speak with our victim, Kumsin, who has seen and has overcome depression. What was your experience like?
It was a hurtful one, let me say it that way, because the actual cause of it was not from an external force, it was from an internal force, so it was really hurtful.
What do you mean by the internal force?
My father actually told me I'm an ugly person and I'm not a son.
Okay, can you tell me some of the things you went through?
The very first thing was self-hate. I hated myself as from that point. I couldn't look into the mirror because I felt like I'm an ugly person. Then low self-esteem. I felt shy talking to girls from that point. I also went through self-isolation. I was in a room for quite a long time and I was just melancholic. I'm a volleyball player. I play volleyball, and for that whole week I didn't go out to play volleyball. I just kept to myself in the room.
How was your sleeping like?
I was really sleeping a lot because I wanted to get rid of that pain.
Right.
Oh, it's not that. It was recently.
Your family, your mom, your brother, and then your colleagues from school, or did they even know that you had suffered depression?
So it was a friend, a female friend. I got the nerve to speak to her about it. She was very communicative at that time. Family and friends, I wasn't really in touch with them.
Were you at any point tempted to take it on, practicing very, very bad lifestyle?
It didn't occur to me to actually take any hard drug to suppress it, but rather I felt like taking my own life. But that friend spoke to me, and it was more like a psychologist speaking to me.
What are the earliest possible things you're supposed to do for anyone to reach or climax a stage where one will think that ending my life is actually the solution?
First of all, for based on what I did, make sure that you can have one person you can speak to. If your mom is your close friend, I would advise that speak to your mom. Meet a therapist if you can afford it.
The key word is sharing your problem is next to solving.
We have about 300 million people suffering from depression. Depression, more than 80% of the people who commit suicide have depression. Depression is one of the mood disorders which is characterized by more than 2 weeks of the following symptoms. They have low mood, they lose energy, and they lose interest. They may have suicidal ideations and they even have attempted suicide. So these are basic and they become socially withdrawn from all kinds of activities. But generally, we have causes and risk factors. The causes are one, there's some genetic risk for depression. Then also we have environmental factors. Anybody who has one, they have negative way of evaluating events. So if people are very negative in their evaluation of events, they are likely to be depressed. 2, anybody who has lost anything, any major loss. 3, any traumatic event like rape. So anybody who has any challenging medical problems. So for example, they have cancer, they have HIV. Then social issues like relationships, family relationships and conflicts and problems. Actually, research has shown that majority of the people who are addicted to social media, they have depression. Children get depressed, adolescents, adults, all of them, they get depressed. We usually use a holistic approach, so they may be on medications. Then also we do psychotherapy, where they meet a therapist, maybe a psychologist or a counselor, and they take them through certain processes to help them think, feel, and behave well. Sometimes we do what we call family therapy, where we take the family through some therapy to help them relate with that person well.
Depression is overwhelming, but that doesn't mean your life ends there. You would want to share your problem with a therapist or a psychologist so that you can share your experience with people as well.
Don't give up.
Ease yourself out of the pain. Ponder over the happy and fun moments and smile. Relax, everything will be fine. Every time you need a shoulder to lean on, I'll be here. Sharing your problem is solving your problem. Your sanity is equally important. I care about you. Open up to a friend or a counselor, as well as a therapist.
Never think you are alone.